Welcome back to Alibros EduSoft. We are continuing with the chapter first of Economics part 2 of plus 1. And in the previous session we discussed about the relevance of economics and the relation between economics and statistics. Actually, it is required to study economics just because of the reason that economics has some effect or impact in the daily life of every people, even from the point of a single individual and from the point of a nation, and also on the global level. It is very important to study the economic aspects. The economic aspects requires the study just because of the economic problem. But the real problem of economics is that there exist numerous wants to the people. Everyone wants to satisfy numerous wants, but the resources available here is not sufficient to satisfy all these needs. So, how to manage the available resources for the satisfaction of existing wants? That is the main problem which we called as economic problem. If there exist sufficient resources to all to satisfy their needs, then there will be no economic problem. If we have numerous resources, ample money or resources, and then there is no economic problem. But the real problem is that numerous wants are there. Our requirements, needs are too much. It increases day by day. But the resources available to satisfy them is very limited. So we should plan the resources and match the expenditure with the resources. So this matching of expenses with our resources can be called solving of economic problem. Solving this economic problem requires some awareness regarding economics. Here, wants are unlimited, resources are scarce. Resources may be of different forms. What are the resources available and what are the wants that we have to satisfy? These are to be studied well. For this purpose, we should collect data regarding this. Existing wants, what kind of wants that we want to satisfy? A list of these things should be considered, and its existing position should be analyzed. It should be prioritized on the basis of urgency and emergency. Then we should collect data regarding these wants that we have to satisfy. What are the very urgent needs? What are the urgent needs? What are the less urgent needs? And what are optional things? A list should be there. For this purpose, you have to collect data regarding each and every need that you want to satisfy. So, collection of information is directly concerned with statistics. If you are collecting these things, these informations quantitatively means in figures, then we can express it as statistics. So, statistics is related to the quantitative collection, analysis, expression, interpretation, and decision regarding a particular thing. As we have to collect information or data related to our wants, we should have an idea related to our resources also. What are the existing type of relations, resources that we have, and we should analyze the quantity and the availability of these resources. List these resources quantitatively. This is also a part of statistics. So, on the one side, we collect information data, quantitative data relating to our wants after proper classification, and on the other side, on the other hand, we have to collect data regarding quantitative data regarding our resources. Then we will manage to meet the expenditures with the resources. Definitely there will be some kind of deficits, means the resources are not sufficient to meet the expenditures. When there is a gap between the resource and the expenditure is, for example, the expenditure is estimated to rupees 10,000 and the resources available is only for rupees 7,000. So it will not be possible to meet the expenditure of 10,000 with the available 7,000. There exists a gap. This gap is called deficiency. This gap is called deficiency. So this deficiency should be managed properly. How to manage it properly? That is to be decided. This decision should be made on the basis of a statistical analysis. So that is the requirement of statistical analysis here. So the basic problem of economy is the resources are all not sufficient to meet the expenditures or satisfy all the needs of the people. It is applicable in case of an individual or in the case of a nation. When we discuss the problem, economic problem of an individual, it will be considered as a macro level or micro level economic issue. When we consider the individual issue, it can be considered as a micro level issue. And when we are considering the economic issue of the nation, it will be called a macro level issue. Whatever be the level, may be micro or macro. The problem is same. It is how to make utilize of the available resources to satisfy almost all wants. So it will not be possible to satisfy all the wants with the available resources. So we should manage to satisfy the most urgent and the most important needs with the available resources. For this purpose, we should collect data, and these data are to be analyzed. A proper collection, analysis and interpretation of quantitative data can be called statistics. There exists the need for statistics. Statistics is able to analyze only quantitative data. We cannot, it is not possible to analyze the quality in figures. It will not be possible to analyze the qualities in figures. So statistics are always useful to analyze quantitative data. It cannot express or analyze the qualitative information. It can be considered as the main limitation of statistics. Since only quantitative data or quantitative informations are analyzed in statistics, it is not able to analyze the qualitative data. So that can be considered as limitation of statistics. Now we consider whether the statistics can solve an economic problem. Is it possible to solve an economic problem? I discussed earlier that we are collecting information and analyzing, interpreting them with statistical tools or statistical techniques for the purpose of matching the expenditures with our resources. How to make utilize of available resources to satisfy the existing wants. So satisfaction of the wants with the available resources is the main problem, which we call as economic problem. Is it possible to solve this economic problem with the help of statistics? That's the question. Actually, theoretically, we can say the statistical analysis can or will be helpful to solve economic problems. But in reality, the statistical informations fail to solve the problems in certain cases. In certain cases, because situations change. The main reason behind that is statistical informations are all related to the past data. We collect past data from various sources and analyze these data, their accuracy, its relevance, everything will be analyzed, and on the basis of that we project the future. On the basis of the past information, on the basis of the past information, we project the future. When these collected past information may not recur in the future, or it will not have a tendency of recurrence in the future, then the collected data may not be useful in the future. So, collected information regarding the past should be very much accurate, and we should use our common sense to adjust the data in accordance with the changing situations, because world is ever changing by second. The existing situation will change in the next second, and when a day passes or a week passes, everything will change. So in statistics, actually we do calculations on the basis of last year or previous several years data. The state of things that existed some years back will definitely change now, and it will again change in the future. So analyzing the data of past and on the basis of arriving at a decision about the future may not be always correct. So the question whether statistics is able to solve economic problem is more or less it is useful. It can be used to solve our future economic issues, future economic problems. But it is not a perfect solution or complete solution for the economic problems of the economy or economic problem of an individual. But a proper analysis of the past data, a proper statistical analysis of the information will definitely give an idea regarding how to solve future issues, how to evolve future policies, and it will be a guideline to the future activities. So it is helpful in this manner that it will provide an outline regarding the future performance, and it cannot provide a complete solution to the economic problem. So since the statistical data, statistical analysis is based on past data, as the time passes everything changes. The past data should be manipulated accordingly so as to the changed situation by using our common sense and talent or intellect to adjust this data in accordance with the changed situation, and then only it will be useful. And the past information, when it is completely used or put into application for the future, that will not be a successful one. So it is required to change or manipulate or adjust the past data in accordance with the future requirements. So statistics is not a useless thing, it is a valuable thing. Statistics is a valuable thing, but it is not a complete solution. It provides an outline or guideline to solve our future economic issues. Another thing is statistic has any use without data? We can definitely say without data, no statistics. Statistics entirely depends upon data. Collection of data is the main aspect or fundamental aspect of statistics. You cannot solve issues without having sufficient data. for any decision we require information. In order to arrive at a proper decision, we should collect almost all informations. So factual information is needed. Factual information can be expressed in figures, and these figures are analyzed, collected and analyzed through the statistical techniques. That is why without data there is no statistics. So statistical tools can be applied in our decision making process only if we are available with the data related to a particular thing. For example, if a business organization wants to extend its sales or increment its sales, its existing sales is to be increased, then it has to analyze or take a statistical analysis by collecting the past sales data. If the business organization is presently running for 5 years, then it has to collect the data related to sales data related to past 5 years. In the first year, what was the sales? Similarly, second year, third year, is there any increase? It shows any increasing trend from compared to the first year to second year. Is it repeating from the second year to third year, or third year to fourth and fourth to fifth? At present, we are working with during the fifth year, and we have to analyze, collect these data regarding the past 5 years. Then we study the trend regarding the increment in sales. If the sales figures shows an increase year by year, year after year, it shows an increase, then there definitely we can expect an increase in the next year also. And if it is going down year after year, then how can we expect a further increase in the sales in the next year? It will not be possible. So at first we analyzed the figures on the basis of the sales, and we found out the trend regarding the sales, whether it is increasing, decreasing, or existing in a static position. After this, it will be possible to find the reason for that. Compared to the first year, the second year sales increased. How? What augmented for the increase of sales? What's the reason behind that? We analyze each and every element in figures, the purchase figures, sales figures, advertising figures, sales promotional activities, expenditure figures. All these figures will be collected. These data will be collected and analyzed. Only on the analysis of these figures, it will be possible to find out the reason for the increment in sales from the first year to second year. If we found out the reason, then it will be easy to arrive at a decision. Similarly, we have to do the same thing with the second year to third year, third to fourth, and fourth to fifth years. And after a whole analysis, it will be possible to arrive at a decision why the sales increases or decreases or remains static. We can find out the reason. But in order to find out this reason, it is required to have data regarding this. If you have no data related to the past years, past sales, past purchases, past advertising, if you have no data regarding this, then how can you make this analysis? It is not possible. So in order to analyze this, we just require some data. So data is the basis of statistics. Without data, it is not possible to make an analysis of information. So this is the main relation between economics and statistics, and it is worthwhile to study economics in the existing activities, regarding the existing activities, and also for this study it requires numerous data, and the statistical tools will help a business organization or individual to analyze his past data and arrive at a better future decision.